Oklahoma City still has the sizable lead. They haven't shot it yet. Harden to the hoop. And there's the first field goal of the night for Houston.
Right, let's not say he's not an aggressive scorer. He's just very efficient and understands the team concept.
Well, light went on at some point for this second-year pro out of Boston College.
Physically very gifted.
Harden, that'll be goaltending, or is it? It is. Count.
Great find by Nick Collison, who has had a really good year for this team.
Beverly gets to the rim and a chance at a three-point play.
So, and they've been more efficient as a basketball team on both ends.
Harden to three. Book it. Foul. Rockets did hold Oklahoma City to 36% of the first quarter. The steal. Beverly missed it. Oh! The slam by Parsons, trailing the play.
About Beverly here. He just times Jackson there on his dribble. And then plays for the contact. Doesn't get it. Misses the finish there. Or I should say the layup. But Parsons with a beautiful finish. And trying to go back to...
That's 5 on each team. Early stages, second quarter. Lynn on a crossover. Lynn to the hoop on a kick out. Parsons, a jumper on the way, and he nails it. 4-point lead for the Thunder. Beverly, Asik, the ball fake, and he banks it in.
So much attention that it's going to create a lot of opportunities for you to attack the glass.
Delfino, good looking jump shot.
They've also really gotten them back in this game. They've spaced the floor better.
Harden to the hoop. Asik comes in.
The best player for the Indiana Pacers, and he came up in a big way.
Beverly on a crossover, splits defenders, and gets it to go. In and out. Asik with a rebound, whips it ahead for Beverly. Harden gets the step on Durant. Crafty move by James Harden. Martin turns the corner, misses the scoop. And here come the Rockets the other way. Lynn on the push. Outside, Beverly lines it up. Buries the three.
Defensively, will be a little bit more of a challenge for them to be able to load and keep Westbrook and Durant out of the paint.
Delfino to the hoop. Lynn accelerating for the bucket. 10-0 run. Harden with 2, with 1. Harden, oh, what a finish! Too strong. Asik able to save for Harden. Harden leaves it for Smith, who lays it in.
Lynn had 29. Kevin McHale telling me at the half they need others to step up tonight, and Harden is shouldering too much of the load.
Largest cushion of the night, 70 to 52. Lynn to the hoop. They converge. Asik.
But they're still dealing with injury and not quite up to full speed, and they could struggle with a team with this type of speed in the open floor.
74-56. Oklahoma City has made its last 5 shots. Westbrook lost it on the crossover. 3-on-2 developing. Harden right down the middle. And the aggressive play by Harden leads to a 3-point chance at the line.
It's Harden here in the end with the basketball. Such a great finisher and decision maker. And remember, he's only 23.
Beverly, the spin on Jackson, the dump down. Asik. Steve Nash, Larry Bird, Reggie Miller, Dirk Nowitzki, Mark Price, Steve Kerr, and Jose Calderon, the only guys to do it.
Looks like they're locked and loaded right now.
And you know the scrutiny is going to be there regarding the Rudy Gay deal. If they lose this series, it'll open themselves up for criticism as Harden goes high off the window, slam down on the follow by the rookie Jones. And I wouldn't even say that Durant has been explosive. He's got 24 points. He's played his game. He's made all his free throws. But I'm not even sure this is Oklahoma City's A game.
Well, they basically make him their point forward.
Delfino. Beverly, Brooks. James Anderson is in. Francisco Garcia and Terrence Jones. High archer. And it's rebounded by Jones for Houston. Brooks, he's got the speed in the left hand. Anderson, a jump shot, air ball. Jones, the offensive rebound. Garcia with the feathery touch. Not very far at all. Obviously, game 2 is Wednesday. Up top, Brooks to Jones. You don't normally average 9 points better than your competition. Garcia lines it up. Under 2 minutes left now. Anderson against Liggins. Garcia comes to the ball and fires the 3. Montejunas cleans it up.
One of the they lack the experience, and two, they're not as good. I mean, let's face it. It's been a great accomplishment to get to this point, but they're going to have to.
He has, and plus it's a team that has had numerous changes to their roster since last season. This was an experience game one.
Parsons, dagger step. Lynn. Asik. Lynn. The rare air ball. Here's Durant backing in, driving baseline.
His first man across.
Durant fires away. Offensive rebound, put back. This season that this Rockets team didn't lead at all during the course of a game. Oh, what a sweet move. The Florida product sends it to Beverly. Up fake. Parsons slides by. Parsons right to
the NBA. What more do you ask for?
Shot clock down to 1. Deep three, Harden connect. Jackson. Here's Durant. Quickly, right to the hoop.
Well, you don't necessarily have to try and get a shot up over him. Kick it out to a teammate.
Lynn. Asik with the slam. Durant. Jumper. Good. Beverly on the drive. Reversed in the second quarter, tied at 40 at the 5:23 mark, and at halftime it was 60-47. You'll definitely live with that and have Jackson out on the floor. Harden over top of the Thunder. Beverly behind the back. Beverly to Harden. Spins around Collins. Jackson backing down on Delfino. Cephalosha. Here's Jackson. Jackson! Parsons. Here's Lynn. Parsons. The deep three, and he banks it in. Sixth in the NBA in scoring at 23.2 points. Here's Lynn firing away.
If they're going to have a chance of beating Oklahoma City.
Westbrook to Martin. Martin. Ibaka in for Collison. This is right around the time it opened up. And here's Parsons cut off by Durant. A great cut by Harden. And Smith with the remains on the floor. The three is good by Westbrook. The steal in transition. Numbers for the Thunder. Westbrook having a conversation. Jason Phillips. Here's Lynn. Right to Rockets. Kevin McHale, the adjustments have worked. Turnover there though, and here's Westbrook. Just for the Thunder. 7 turnovers by the Rockets. Here's Harden. Harden, count it. Shot clock at 7. Gathered by Delfino. Delfino tapped up. There's Beverly on the scene.
Oklahoma City for that second shot opportunity.
Durant. Beverly to Delfino, right to the. Beverly to the cutting Asik, and a block.
To himself right now by missing these wide open shots.
Harden, crossover. Parsons, the open three. And he. Harden, oh!
League free throw shooting just at 83%. Nice pass underneath.
Continue to struggle here in the third quarter to the Thunder.
Looks all the long arms of Durant.
Westbrook has 11. Thunder 6 of 22 from three-point range. Big to big. Perkins really getting the start tonight. Westbrook. Houston with 4 turnovers here in the third. Martin, the three. Back to an 11-point lead, matching the largest. Harden attacking.
Needs that one to drop if they're going to have a chance here.
Westbrook.
Himself up in the air, didn't know where to go with it.
Martin for the Houston Rockets when they won the title in 1994. Beverly driving, blocked by Ibaka. Delfino wide open. What a performance tonight by Houston. Harden driving.
Baldwin Oklahoma City thought as Durant tees one up.
On him. Ibaka, pocket 7, long shot.
Foul for him as well for OKC. So you're going to see Durant with that basketball at top. And
two technicals and the fact that they've been in the penalty now for the last 4 minutes as Durant fires and buries a triple. How much more pressure would be on his shoulders with Westbrook done for the playoffs?
Well, this is pretty much exactly what the doctor ordered. What a start for OKC.
Basketball a lot. That's been going on all year with the Harden trade as Durant takes it all the way and throws it in over Asik in center.
You don't see many 6'11" point guards, but wow, what a finish. Delicious. Over the outstretched arms of a sheet. Asik, oh my gosh. Woo. High pick and roll. Let's see what they do here. Durant goes away from it. Didn't work. With 13 from the three-point line in the first 2 ball games.
Durant with a pull-up 3, and Kevin Durant almost matching the Rockets. He's got 17 here in the first quarter, and the lead is 20. 26-point swing over the final 9.5, led primarily by Kevin Durant.
Let's face it, KD's hot. He's having a great start, but it's just a good start. We got 3 more quarters.
Sometimes they don't live without 3.
Durant gets the bounce. It's 25 first half points for Kevin Durant. 40 seconds remaining in the half. As Garcia tries to poke it away from Durant. 7 to shoot. Durant drives and rolls it home. Bad pass by Ibaka. Garcia drives. Oh, Durant with the swat. 11-0 run. Durant says, I don't want the screen. I'm going to take my man and throw it down.
You want to stop a run by another team? Wow. What an exclamation point there. Unbelievable.
Since Russell Westbrook came to the Thunder without him as Durant hits the jumper to give him 32 points.
Rockets 1-point lead.
Durant drives, scores! Beautiful play by Kevin Durant. He's got 34. And here's Durant picked up by Garcia. Durant will take the 3. Off the rim and in. It's good, and the Thunder lead it by 1. And Durant has tied a career playoff high with 41 points.
But man, you talk about a special 3-pointer in the 2012-13 season. This is the one right here. How about the soft touch? Side out of bounds. I think it was a 2-for-1 opportunity. They wanted to get a quick look for Durant at the top, and the iron very kind.
We saw some great shooters last night.
In the Thunder's first game without Russell Westbrook in the playoffs, Kevin Durant scored 41 points tonight. The Thunder look to close out the Rockets with a sweep. Jeremy Lin out of the game with a bruised chest. We start you off in the first quarter, Kevin Durant being double-teamed. That's nothing unusual. This also nothing unusual. Hoop and harm. He was 12 of 16 from the field, but it's Houston up at this point despite that terrific shot from Durant. The score 16-14. Then James Harden driving through for the tough layup and the foul. But that was James Harden's only field goal at the half. Houston up 21-16 over the Thunder after that terrific shot high off the backboard. Into the second quarter we go, and this is James Harden struggling, turning the ball over. On the other end, Kevin Martin ends up with a 3. Harden had 7 turnovers at the half and only 6 points through 24 minutes. OKC up by 3. Then Kevin Durant with the bank shot, part of a 12-0 Thunder run. They're up 43-34. Harden again turning it over. Kevin Durant diving out of bounds. We go the other way, and it ends up with Kevin Martin outside with the 3. Martin 2 of 5 from distance on the game. Look at Durant one more time. Just full extension into the crowd. At the half, OKC up 60-53, so it would need to be an acrobatic second half from the Houston Rockets, to say the least, for them to come back and extend this series. Third quarter, it's Chandler Parsons to the rack with strength. 11 of 21 from the field, almost blocked, but somehow he gets that shot to go down. The Rockets up by a single. They're still up by 1 later, third quarter. James Harden flying through. He had 15 points on the game, but 10 turnovers in the end. Kevin Durant diving again into the scorers table, this time it doesn't end up so well. Chandler Parsons on the other end with the throwdown. Houston up 78-73, and Durant appears to have hurt himself. Watch it one more time. Going right into the NBAtickets.com sign right there. He would be okay, thankfully, for OKC. Later, Carlos Delfino bringing a little more pain to Kevin Durant. Absolutely mashing that one. Hoop and harm, and look at the Rockets bench. They can't believe what they're seeing. Delfino, 13 points on the game. Then Kevin Durant gets the rebound. We go the other way. Time winding down in the third quarter. Look who's there. Durant controls, puts it back up, and it goes down just before the end of the third quarter. Look at the time, and Durant releases it just before the third quarter, and the light goes off on the backboard. We go to the fourth quarter now. Rockets in transition, but Derek Fisher draws the offensive foul on James Harden. That's his 5th foul. And when he was out, Reggie Jackson went off. Derek Fisher, offensive board. Reggie Jackson skying for the jam. He had 18 points on the game. Also 2 of 7 from distance. This a key one as the Thunder cut the lead down to 2, 198, less than 5 to go in the game. Carlos Delfino driving and giving to Chandler Parsons, who lays that one in. 27 points, 10 rebounds for Parsons, who just carried the Rockets in this game. Derek Fisher now nails the 3 as the shot clock expires, or did he? Let's go to the replay and check it out one more time. That's what the refs are going to do, and you see on the other end, the light is on, the ball still at Derek Fisher's hand. Chris Webber told him at the game, no, sir, it's no good. Derek Fisher's shot waved off. Now, less than 2 to go. Kevin Durant just tearing it up at that point. That cuts the lead down to 4, and then Durant, again, a monster jam, cuts the lead to 2. 105-103. He was just a beast in this game. 38 points. James Harden off. Air balls. Less than a minute to go. Houston's lead down to 2. Kevin McHale concerned. We continue. 45 seconds, 39 seconds, 35 seconds, and Kevin Durant gets called with an offensive foul. A huge call. OKC could have tied it. It was a close play, but Patrick Beverley gets the charge call, and we go the other way. James Harden, a chance to give Houston a working margin, but he misses the shot, and it's still just a 2.1 possession game. 12.1 seconds left. Kevin Durant, a chance to win it and win the series, but he loses his dribble, gives it to Reggie Jackson, who doesn't receive the pass cleanly. He drives to the basket, which is the right thing to do, misses Serge Ibaka with a chance to tie, but he doesn't get the rebound layup to go down. An easy chippy for Serge Ibaka. He makes it 99 out of 100 times. This was that one time, though, and in a shot reminiscent of Dikembe Mutombo when he won, Serge Ibaka falls to the floor. He loses, and we go to Game 5 as the Rockets take down the Thunder by 2.
Here is Harden firing a 3 and hitting. He's made some amazing baskets, and there's a block on the other end by Ibaka, and Harden comes back with a 3. So James Harden.
I love seeing that, but his old partner in crime right there. Hart says, oh, you know that's too much space, big fella. Too late. Check up.
15.
You have to concentrate and make sure in your mind you don't bail out the D.
And here is Harden with his 3rd 3 of this first quarter. Harden against Liggins. And pretty baseline move by James Harden, who has 11 points.
So what confidence to have in your center to check Harden.
4 on the clock. Pulling back is Harden. He hits his 4th 3. Keep at bay the supporting players. And Harden hitting a 3-point basket. And the crowd getting into it now. Harden. And Harden says not so fast.
So smart attacking the hole. Look at this. Yeah, Tim Hardaway. You showed a lot of us how to do it, but I tell you what, these
in this quarter belong to Kevin Durant. And Harden's shot drops through, not quite the pounce.
Beverly into the post. Not happy with that, saying, I'm hot, give me the ball, I'm going to put you guys on my back.
Now the Rockets want to establish that double-digit lead again. The end of the third, and here is Harden hitting a 3. What a deep that was.
You have to get up. As soon as you get up, he has to pick the ball up and start it. Why is this important? Because, bam, take that in your face. Now there's about a 9
dunk for Ibaka. Rockets again forced to counter a rally here by the Thunder. Harden for three, and he hits it. Harden with his 7th three, and he is perfect. 7 for 7 from three-point territory.
You have to be good. You have to come on the road and be aggressive. And you got to have the will just to knock down threes late in the shot clock. Jeremy Lin likes it.
Game 6, Thunder and Rockets from Houston. Former teammates, KD and Harden. Not saying too many words before the game, but getting ready nevertheless. Kendrick Perkins and Francisco Garcia get tangled up. Perk letting them know what's up with some
push-ups. Oh, look at the Perk with the push-up. I'll tell you what, young fella, big fella, you're going to get a chance to get your push-ups up in that next series against
sure
Marc Gasol.
Sure
you better pump them out now.
Chandler Parsons got angry with the rim.
Pushing up on that rim. Chandler Parsons played well this series.
He played well all year.
Kevin Durant.
We expect that.
How do you think he's played this year?
I think he's been okay.
Yeah, he could do better, though, I think.
50-40-90, not too bad. Not bad at all. Kevin Martin splashed 21 points in the first half.
Now, that's the guy, and that's the guy who carried them in the first half and kept them in the game. And Kevin Martin was huge coming back home to Houston.
Jeremy Lin did not start, came off the bench, missed the previous 2 games with a right chest contusion. And it's James Harden taking the bump from Derek Fisher and missing. And Reggie Jackson going coast to coast.
Hey, man, this young man has filled in and done a great job in the absence of Russell Westbrook. He's just played tremendous basketball.
Big 3 from James Harden, but OKC led by 4 at halftime. Chandler Parsons had 10 points in the third.
Well, that's a deep 3. But he's been aggressive, and he had to be. Kept it filling up right here.
Again for 3. Houston led 68-62. The Sea of Red erupts down there in Houston, and then Kevin Durant answers.
Well, look, he's always going to be the answer for the OKC Thunder to anything an opponent brings.
Nice pass, Reggie Jackson to KD.
Yeah, just dribble penetration, finding KD floating on that baseline for an easy 12-footer.
You played 8 years with Kevin Garnett, didn't you?
Yeah, it's kind of hard when I hear Kevin, baby.
We understand the mistake, my friend. Kevin Durant for 3. OKC led by 8. James Harden turns it over. Derek Fisher with the D, and it's KD all the way.
Yeah, well, the Boston Celtics could have used Kevin Durant tonight, too.
More from Kevin Durant. Beating Derek Fisher for 3. 13-point lead.
For a guy who can make a shot in the regular season, he sure makes them in the playoffs, don't he, Rick?
Yep, that's when he shows up.
Look at that. More defense from Fisher and the knockout punch delivered by Kevin Martin to his former team. Scott Brooks getting in Derek Fisher's face saying, we're moving on to round 2.
Scott Brooks saying thank you because he was getting criticized for playing fish early in the season.